Alright, hello everybody. Here we are sitting at the entrance to Upper Guck, and we're trying to get a group, hopefully grind out some awesome experience. We just got here. Um, we were having some fun. I would say a lot of fun, because it was just exciting. Killing some guards in nektulos forest, some of those dark elf guards. And we even killed a couple of whites and quite a few blues, and the experience was pretty good, but we want to start pushing hard and get to the point where we can pick up some of these legacy items. Even though I know that's not a priority, I want to group up and get the fun experience of dungeon crawling in a group role. And that also happens to be the fastest XP experience as well. So when two things converge, two goals, there's no reason to pit them against each other, right? So we're going to kill two birds with one stone. We're going to get our awesome dungeon crawling excitement experience. And we're also going to get probably the fastest XP route, aka grouping in a dungeon. And Upper Guck seems to be the one. We went to Najena, and I kind of fought my way into Najena fairly deep. Um, but there was just nobody there. You know, it was super crowded for a while there as everyone was picking up the J boots, but they all eventually phased out, got their boots, and left. And when I was there, there's only 3 players, and none of them were near my level. So here we are back in Upper Guck, and Upper Guck's got 70 players in it. So wow, that is super packed. I'll be surprised if we even manage to get a group at all. Meanwhile, maybe I'll try to run around and see if I can't just get some single kills, some solo kills, and while I'm waiting to potentially find a group. For me right now, it's actually almost 2 a.m., but I've decided I'm making a night of it, and so I'm still here. On my last video, some people complained that the sound was too low. But I really think it's a one-off thing, so I'm really trying to talk a little bit louder. Now that it's 2 a.m., I know everyone's already asleep, so I don't have to talk very quietly. Before, I was talking a little extra quietly because when I was playing was right around the time when the kids had just gone to sleep and they could have been still awake. And who knows if hearing me talk through the door would have kept them awake or not. But now I know everyone's pretty sound asleep. I feel more free to talk loudly, and I think everyone should hear me just fine. As you see, we're at 48% into 18. And we've been doing, a lot of that came from Dark Elf Guards in nektulos Forest, which was fun. And they all consistently, every time, I don't know if I was just lucky or if that's just how it is, but they all dropped bronze weapons. So that helped us make some money back. Although you can see we're still down to 19 plat. That's because I used a lot of arrows on said guards. So I've been, you know, fletching more arrows, and that has gotten my fletching up to, let's see here, where is fletching? 96. So my fletching is higher than anything else that I can do. And archery itself is at 95. Archery is maxed out. Dual wield is at 92, nearly maxed out. And the next most important ability is one-hand slashing, which is at 92. So we are pretty much caught up. Piercing, which is our offhand, is at 91. So we don't have any combat abilities that are below, 5 levels lower than our max, which means we are sharp as attack. We're ready to go. And swimming has even gotten up to 16 from our time in Oasis. I was contemplating taking some time off just to train swimming because I feel like as a ranger, I'm going to be pulling a lot. And as a puller, I should have some decent swimming because you never know when you have to hop in the water. Just like you saw on my previous video, pulling a couple of deep water crocs and deep water caimans out of the water. Oh, there's a train, but I guess I don't have to worry since I'm not KOS yet. Yeah, so I want to get my swimming leveled up too. That's the one last thing I want to level up. Now let me see what Abram is talking about. Abram is actually Levi. This is level 5 mage. So when he feels like he can't put in the time at the computer, he will play his level 5 mage, he told me, like when his kids are at home. That way he can kill a mob in a minute or so and then run away and play with the kids some more before coming back and checking on it. So right now, that's what he's doing. He's on his little level 5 mage. And he says to me, Yeah, but I can run over to Levi later and see. I could use a few myself. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, he's talking about the bows. One for Levi, Javi, and you. So he's talking about this bow that has a decent ratio of 21:42, which is much better than the one I've got now, which is 12 and 47. And it drops off of a centaur in one of the Karanas. So he wants to go over there, and he was saying he wants to get one for me, a runed oak bow. And I said, yeah, I've already thought about that. I looked it up. I looked up the ranger range weapons, and I already noted that. But I'm not ready yet because that guy's like a higher level. I can't take him out yet. So he's like, then he says, but I was planning on getting a bow for Levi and a bow for Javi as well. And he says he might need my help for tracking. I am happy to join. Get XP, get new bow. Sounds good. What level is that mob though? Like 25-ish, right? Yeah, so he's thinking about this bow, which I would love, the better bow. Like I'm pretty happy with how our bow kiting has been going. You didn't see it, but I was bow kiting around some dark elf guards in nektulos Forest, and I was landing, I think on one that was a white con, I landed like 3 or 4 separate critical hits, which felt really nice. So we're starting to land a lot more critical hits. We're starting to land a lot more hits in general. And I find that even on like a high dark blue or a white con, a single snare worth of flame lick and arrows will get them down to at least 75%, if not more. And then if they're like a white, I'm going to want to snare them again and do another 25%, get them down to 50. If they're a blue, maybe that one snare is enough. I will let the snare break and then engage them in melee. But it really seems like if I want to preserve mana, the best idea is to snare them and shoot them down. The problem with that is I waste arrows and I waste time. Because you might think, well, you don't have to heal yourself, so you save time. But no, the arrows are slower in general than beating on them with my sword and my dagger. So, you know, it's interesting trying to find the right balance. But better safe than sorry when it comes to like a white con or a yellow con. But ultimately, that's much slower than what I'm going to be doing here. But I was happy to kill a few guards because A, it was very exciting. There's something about killing city guards that like are the mobs that help newbies out when they're in trouble. There's something very exciting about killing those NPCs. And B, um, they dropped bronze weapons, which helped me get some money back, which in turn helps me to buy more fletching supplies, helps me to level my fletching and my archery. Fletching, again, I told you, is now at 96, and I think it was at like 91 or 90 prior to taking on a couple of Dark Elf guards. So we've got ourselves halfway through level 18. We've run over to Lower Guck, or Upper Guck, I should say. We're really hoping to get a group. So far, no tells. 18 Ranger LFG geared out for tanking. I'm just going to say that even though I don't have a shield. I got another tell, but it's just Abram, aka Levi, just talking. I was really, okay, yeah, but I can run over with Levi later and see. I could use a few myself. One for Levi, one for... They are not lore, so easy to farm and may need your help to track it. So 20 for one of them, 35 for the other. So we will need to be like 26 to group with Levi. Okay. And get XP, but we can work on that. I'm in Upper Guck, just trying to get a group right now. Now, if I were really being a good father, which I usually am, I would go to bed right now, because it's just rounding about 2 a.m. Tomorrow is Sunday, and Sunday is family day, because Sunday's the only day I don't have to teach any classes. I work about 6 days a week, although on Saturday I just teach 2 hour-and-a-half classes. But one of those hour and a half classes is at my own school, so I show up, 15, 20 minutes early, and I leave 15, 20 minutes late. So it ends up being like, about 4.5 hours of work on my Saturday. Sunday is the only day where I don't have any work at all, and that's our family fun day. So I really probably should just go to bed, especially since I'm not getting a group anyway. But this is my only night where I don't have to wake up early in the morning, so I'm really tempted to see if I can't pull out a group, put in some time, because I feel like time's running out on making it to 30. I really want to get, more so than the Rubicite breastplate, I want to get the Guise of the Deceiver. I want to be able to look like a dark elf. I think that's just so cool. I guess I'm a fashion quester, but I want to be able to look like a dark elf. Just almost because the dark elves are just the sexiest things you've ever seen in this game. Now, since I seem to be SOL on getting a group, I'm gonna take a look at what my odds are on soloing here. I'm gonna walk out a wee bit, careful on the U platform here. Now I feel like I know this area pretty well, but I'm still very, very scared of it because there's just so many ads when you try to do anything in this zone. There's a bunch of ads. I'm sure anybody who's ever played here knows. And these are all green thus far. And I am not yet KOS, a Frolic Tuck Warrior. And now we're getting into light blue. Okay, and a dark blue. A single dark blue. And we have a Gaz Knight, which is yellow. Do we want to take out a yellow? No. We definitely don't want to take out anything that hard in this area, considering that ads are almost a guarantee. In fact, we don't really want to take out anything at all in this area, let me tell you. Again, for the same reason. Ads are pretty much a guarantee in this tight-knit little space. No luck so far. Well, here we have a blue shaman, but then if we pulled him, we'd probably get this yellow knight. And, that yellow knight alone would decimate us, so we're definitely in a quandary here. Now this guy is blue, but then look, if I pull him, there's no way we're not getting his friends. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to kill this one right here. This is a really bad idea, but I am just impatient. Plus, I'm trying to produce entertaining content, so you take risks. You take risks when that's the case. We're gonna see what how our XP does here. We're at 45% right now. We're killing this warrior. We're really hoping nothing else patrols up or down these hallways, but we got him right in between here. Now, when he gets down to say 40, we are gonna snare. We got a bunch of mana. In fact, that makes me want to use some of it with some bursts of fire. The faster we go, the better, just in case there is something that it's gonna path down this path here. We're beating him down. It seems to be going pretty well thus far. I'm gonna turn up game volume a little bit since we're alone. There's no need to hear other people. Oh, I lied. Yeah, I said we would snare him at 50. I think we're gonna wait till 30, so that way I only have to snare him once. And he's been snared. See, that's beautiful. And he's got another flame lick on him. So this is super dangerous stuff, but then again, we get the XP bonus, it being a dungeon. So let's see how we do. He took us down to 57% HP, but it looks like we're managing a safe kill here. Let's see if we can get at least 2, if not more, percentage XP on this kill. The problem with doing this is once we engage with these guys, we are going to be KOS, and we're a ranger. There is no gate. 48. I think we just went up 3%. which is pretty freaking amazing. Now I'm gonna loot this froglock leg because I don't know what it's for. And I got a froglock eye. Now let me see, just out of curiosity, where does that put my con? Now I'm threateningly. So a single kill has made me KOS. This is not good. Wow. Oh no. This is really bad because I cannot cast camouflage from this particular location. Oh god. Alright, so what I gotta do... Oh wow, I'm in the middle of the zone too. Like, I've got quite the run ahead of me if I try to get back to the zone line. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna throw out another LFG tag. Why not? Wow, I didn't realize that a single kill was gonna make me KOS. This puts me in a very, very interesting position as I am stuck here in this hallway. Now, I suppose if I were to go back and the mobs that I would walk by con green, they would not aggro. Because it seems to be typical in this game that if something cons green, it doesn't try to kill you unless it's undead. However, I think I specifically remember walking by quite a bit of stuff that was not green. Some stuff conned yellow, etc., etc. So there's a good chance we are dead men. We are dead men walking here. Let's see what this knight cons. See, there's a knight right there that cons yellow. So we're in trouble. We are in some hardcore trouble here. Now, my best bet, I suppose, is to heal to full HP and make a run for the entrance. Just book it. However, if it were just dark blues, I would feel comfortable with that, but it's a yellow. It's upper guck. I've got to walk across that U-shaped platform. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. But we do need to get back to the entrance. Like, even if right now someone sent me a tell and they said, hey, we want to group up with you, what would I do? I'd be like, alright, I'll be right there. And then pull like half of this zone to them. You know what I mean? So we are in trouble. Capital T. Well, Thistlecoat is almost worn off, and why not refresh it? Oh god, what have I got myself into? I should probably be waiting. Well, let's con him. Let's see if he's also threatening to me. I'm pretty sure he is. They're all in the same faction. Oh gosh. I mean, we could hope that someone pulls him. What about the shaman? Oh, we got shamans. Shamans can root us. Someone just did an LFG check. I really should just be going to bed. That's what I should be doing. That's really what I should be doing. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just go to bed, and hopefully next time I log on, you know, this guy's dead. If someone's pulled him, killed him, etc. I mean, I doubt we're going to be the #1 pick. They've got a 23 Mage LFG, a 26 Bard LFG, and 19 Shaman LFG. I know 9 times out of 10, people are going to pick a Shaman over a Ranger unless they're just hurting for a tank. UDZL, looking for a tank replacement. I'm going to say 18 Ranger with Bandit. That is to say, I can tank. It's still not looking good, my friends. It's still not looking good. Huh, this is interesting. I'm recording, but I'm not seeing anything pop up in the video capture box, so I guess you're not seeing my face today. I don't know why that is. Nothing's changed. There's no reason for that. Hmm. Let's try another video capture. Now I heard somebody shoot an arrow or something. It looks like the shaman's been pulled by a group, but the knight is still here. We are in trouble. We are definitely in trouble here. So let me pause the video until something actually happens. Oh, there's a Froglot Gaz warrior. He cons threateningly to me, but he is not attacking me. Which makes me think maybe, despite the fact that they are threateningly, I am not yet KOS. Oh, I am. Oh my goodness. So we are on the run now. And we've been rooted. We are dead. That's almost certain. It's almost certain that we are dead. But we're still gonna give it a shot. If I can manage to give it a shot. Oh god. Where am I? I don't even know at this point. Oh my goodness. We are gonna die in the middle of nowhere.com. We are dead. So we're gonna have a corpse in the middle of Upper Guck. Wow. What a predicament we've gotten ourselves in now. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, my instincts are to pause this recording and go to sleep. Oh, I'm bound in high keep? Really? Okay, we've got to get a pencil out, or Word, Microsoft Word. We're going to write the location of our corpse, and we're going to beg for some assistance. We are at, it looks like negatives 610, positive 115. Oh my gosh. Someone had turned on the Chinese on my computer. I don't know who it was. Okay, negative 610, positive 115. Okay, that's our death coordinates. Who all cleric guck top. Alright, I'm gonna pause this video until I figure out what's going on here. Okay, so I'm really not sure what the last thing I recorded was, but long story short is we died. We definitely died, and in our attempt to run back to the zone line, we got ourselves even more lost. So extra bad news. And now we are running from High Pass Hold, where I thought we were bound in Freeport, but apparently not. We were bound in High Pass, so we're running from there to, well, Upper Guck, basically, right? The plan at this point is to cast camouflage on ourselves right before we enter the zone. Find our corpse, drag it back to the zone line, and then loot it. And then stay there until we've, we're gonna log out, and hopefully next time we get on, find a group. But until then, we're just giving up for now. This is all a bad idea. This is all a bad idea. We got crushed. Oh, I'm really sorry about the bright light behind my face in the camera. That's my living room light. I gotta start remembering to turn that off. Let me go turn that off right now. Alright, so here we are running through the core. I just want to say, I apologize. This video might not ever see the light of day. I don't know why it would see the light of day. You get a group. No, I died, a friend. And now I'm doing a long corpse run. So there's a friend of mine who on P99 noticed the fact that my enchanter who was looking for a goblin Gazubi ring. And he literally was like, hey, I'll go kill the mob that drops it and just see what happens. And he did, and like this first or second kill, he got one. And then he comes and gives it to me. And so we've been friends ever since. And anyway, he's a nice guy, obviously, right? And I've kept in touch. I sent him a tell, said, how's it going? I sent him a tell tonight. And then he just asked me, where you get a group? And I said, no, I died. It's like 2:30 a.m. over here. And I'm ready to give up, but I was bound in high pass. So making the run now. 1:25 p.m. and I worked last night. Hee hee. You work overnight? Maybe he's like a nurse. I noticed that there's one streamer I watch occasionally. He's not really my favorite. You know, we all have our own tastes of particular styles and whatnot. But he's like a nurse, and he works as a resident, I think. And he does a lot of P99. I haven't seen him on Quarm. And he, you know, might work through the night sometimes. So maybe, perhaps, I think a lot of EQ players are people who have remote jobs. They're capable of, they have the opportunity to do like dad camps or some such thing through the day, or they work through the night and then they play through the day. You know, anybody who has an odd work schedule is more likely to play EQ because there's always people on that you can play with if you want to play with somebody. And during the day, if you have time off during the day, it's not like you can go to the club or something, right? Or go to a bar or some other thing that people might normally do. So in the middle of the day when everyone else is at work, what are you going to do? You might end up playing some video games. And so those jobs lend themselves more to playing EverQuest. But anyway, this guy says he works. He says 1:25 p.m. and I worked last night. Yep, I worked third shift, 10:30 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. Weekends are normally our slow nights, so I take laptop started at level 25, 57% in, and only stop for the hour drive home. Lol. So he's pushing hard. Nice. Is what I said in response. Nice. I wish I were feeling it more. Oh, I didn't see it actually go through, which makes me think I'm lagging out. So our camouflage has dropped. Let's see if we can't get a fresh camo. There we go. Okay. Now when I started to cast the camo again, it worked. And I saw the tail go through. So I feel like I kind of jump-started it. Now, I think we are, in fact, in West Commons. We need to run all the way to East Commons, and then run through North Row, and then run through Oasis, and then run through Inethul Swamp, and then we will get to Upper Guck. It's a long frickin' trip. I really hope that we can get a sow, at least. A res would be better. But I don't have the money. I don't have the money to pay for someone to fetch my corpse and resurrect me. You know, I just don't have that money. Who all Guck top cleric? Is that the right who wall? There are 6 players. I I don't even. There's a level 49 cleric in Guktop right now, but I just feel so weird sending him a tell and being like, hey, can you go to this location, retrieve my corpse, drag me to the entrance, and resurrect me? By the way, I have about 19 plat total. You know what I mean? It's like I'm underpaying him if I give him all my plat, and I'm not even sure I want to give him all my plat. You know, I think I'm just kind of SOL at this point. Um, oh, this is that kind of thing. This is why some people hate Guk, because it's fucking dangerous. Now, all right, we're gonna get there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna camo up. We're gonna recover our corpse. We're gonna drag it back to the entrance, and we are gonna hope and pray that camouflage does not drop at any point during this mad scheme. And if we get it back to the entrance, we are going to thank God. We're going to kneel on the ground. We're going to kiss the floor. Tears will stream down our eyes in gratitude to the Holy Lord who has delivered us. And then we are going to camp out, because right now it's 2:30 a.m. where I'm at. I was willing to push it to 3 or 4 a.m. in a group, but in a corpse run, much less willing. You know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of video I don't even know I should post or not. You know, because what are you looking at? You're looking at me running through zones, and you're listening to me bitch and whine about what happened to me in a video game. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know if it's just because, like, the proud side of me would say because I rarely have to do this because I'm a sharp cat, or I rarely have to do this because I'm a too careful cat. But either way, I rarely have to do this. I rarely have to do long corpse runs. Like, I'm not used to this, you know. Maybe it's because usually I'm playing a cleric or an enchanter, so I'm used to having a bind spot near my corpse. Oh God, like, oh, I still got so far to go. I still got so far to go. It's breaking my heart. At least we are getting close to the tunnel entrance, at which point we can probably pick up a sow. So here you are at tunnel entrance. I've begged in OOC and in the Say for a sow. Heartfelt here looks like a druid. She hasn't hit me up yet. Moradi looks like a potential druid who hasn't hit me up yet either. But we're hoping and praying someone will give us a sow. That's a druid if I've ever saw one. Candane. So far, nothing though. No mercy. No mercy. You know, I guess the corpse lasts about a week. I could just leave it there. Someone just casted some stuff, but it doesn't look like it was. I tried to ask for another sow and ended up typing gibberish by accident. Sow, please. For corpse run. Have a long ways to go. Upper Guk. Well, what can I do but beg? And staying here for even like 5 minutes is probably worth it. I mean, it probably saves me time in the long run. If I get that sow, which Oh, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I bow to you. So we got it. Someone... I am so tired, is what my friend said. Not the one who gave me this out. Me too, man. I'm near passing out. Guy named Bruce the Bruce doing 90 reses. In Upper Guck. Oh, Bruce. I was gonna go for 30 and 20%, but I think I'm gonna do 29 and 20%. I have no money to my name. Like 15 plat. That would be cool though. Get it. Not only get you know, not have to make this run, but get a res and get the experience back. That would be cool. But again, I have no money. I have no money, and even I mean, it's not no money. It's 15 or 20 plat, but I feel like I have negative money because, as again, every stack of fletching ingredients costs me like 8 platinum. So I've got like 2.5 stacks left. And that was one of the reasons I was excited to hunt in Nektulos Forest, is because I could kill those guards and they were dropping consistently bronze weapons, which sell for, you know, 2 to 3, 2.5 plat, let's say, per. So even though I was using arrows on them, I was getting that platinum back, and I was going to be able to float for a while. Although I still looked like, it still seemed to me I was going to just run out of money soon enough. And then this guy wants me to pay a cleric to res me. I don't know if he wants me to pay a cleric or if it's a charity case. I don't know, but I don't want to ask for charity. You know, it's got to be shoved down my throat, and I can't pay for it. So as cool as that is, that there is a 49 cleric in Upper Guck, which seems kind of rare. There's not much I can do for that. And then on top of that, you can see I'm loading into Northern Row, and it seems my game is freezing. So that's my wonderful luck here on Quarm. Yippity doo dah, yippity yay. I was in the middle of a conversation, maybe gonna get a res, right? And Quarm fails to load the zone, which is rare. It's super rare. It's only happened like 3 times. 2 of those times have been in clutch moments. So I feel like the game detects clutch moments and freezes on them. That's it. That's my that's what the statistics are showing. Like, granted, our sample size is quite small. However, it is more than 1 and more than 2, being 3. And out of those 3, 2 out of 3 is suggestive. It is suggestive. The odds of that being a minority case and happening 2 out of 3 times of my 3 samples are pretty low. You know what I'm saying? Alright, that is enough of my academic jargon. Oh, wow, we actually made it. Tell him you have 5 plat. He's in Lobby zone offering reses, so he should know you have. No, a lot have no plat. I hate asking for help. Especially since he would have to find my corpse and drag. That's what I'm saying to my friend. I hate asking for help, especially since he would have to find my corpse and drag. I mean, I don't want to enlist... A Levi did offer to me. He was like, hey, you need help? Levi's camped out in Guck. So he offered to help. And then now we got this cleric. You know, so I could enlist 2 people to help me get my corpse. I could enlist 1 to drag my corpse to the zone line, the other to res me. And maybe that would be in the true spirit of the game, right? To do that. God, I honestly, it would be torture. It would be torture. I would rather do this, run naked through the desert. I would rather run naked through the desert, and then through the swamp, and then through the dangerous zone at the risk of dying again. Then do that. To be honest. I mean, asking for a sow was pushing it for me. That's how I feel. And maybe that's too extreme, you know? It probably is, but I really hate asking people to go out of their way for me. I really do. Anyway, I've been blabbling on and showing you next to nothing. Just running. Basically just giving you some scenery while you listen to me rant. And I'm going to pause this until we get in position to track down our corpse. I am not going to ask for help. I am going to do this on solo. I'm going to run there. I'm going to camouflage up. I'm going to find my corpse and I'm going to drag it back to the entrance myself. And I'm going to loot it. And that's going to be the end of it. Okay, so it was difficult. I spent a lot of time, believe me, but I finally found my corpse. The location that I had saved in mind, I had written down negative 610. It ended up being positive 610. It was throwing me through a loop. My camouflage dropped. Luckily, it dropped at a point where there was nothing within aggro range, and there was an enchanter nearby who happily threw me an invis. And with that invis, I was able to find my corpse, and then I dragged to this group that was nearby, and there was a troll right here, this Migok, and he's like, "Hey, are you looking for a group?" I said, "Hey, sure." Even though it's 3 a.m. here, and I was not looking for a group, I'm like, you know what? It feels right. So here I am in an upper gut group. Let me get the lay of the land here. I think I'm probably going to be polar. Let me see what's going on. Alright, I pulled the first mob, a Froglet Ton Warrior. And we got 1 experience off of that kill. So I guess I will proceed to pull for this group here. Yeah, cool. Here I am in Upper Guck. Was not expecting it to happen like this. Uh-oh. Got 2, but that's okay. 1 is blue. I'm sure the other one's not much higher than that because they're the same type of mob. Cool. 42. We're getting like 1% per kill. This is almost ridiculous. Uh-oh. We're taking some heavy hits here. And the shaman is healing a bit. Wow. Wow. Here we go, you guys. We're grinding it out in Upper Guck. Let me take a look at how long this video is. 43 minutes. We are kicking butt here. One after another, 43%. We just cranked out 3% in a matter of what feels like seconds. Cool. Wow, this is exciting. This is my first time down here in a group in Guck. Let's pull this knight here. And keep it going. Alright, let's make sure. Our job is to tank and to snare and to pull. It's quite the collection of a task there. But I mean, with a rate like this, we should be doing pretty decently. Because it seems like 2 out of 3 mobs are bumping us up a percentage of experience, and these mobs are melting pretty quick. Pretty quick. Now, it's dangerous, but I'm tempted to camp out here. I assume if I hide when I camp out, will I come back in? You know, hidden? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Look at this 45%. It just keeps going. And these guys' DPS is nice. Wow, it's really nice. Got a whole sea of corpses here. And I am going to take advantage of it for a second. Destroy this rusty mace. Alright, there's the sea of corpses. Worn down. Let's see what we got for loot wise. Alright, there's the guy I replaced. There's a shaman. And it looks like a single pull. Oof. Exciting stuff. I really should not be doing this, to be honest. If my wife wakes up and finds that I'm still not in bed, she's gonna be angry. But you gotta go with the flow sometimes, you know what I mean? You gotta go with the flow. Another point. Well, this guy's asking, is it hard to find mobs? I'm just a little scared, because you guys are leaving me at, like, no experience. I feel bad now. I'm getting shamed. I'm getting shamed for not pulling fast enough, apparently. So I gotta step it up. Apparently I gotta step it up. People expect quite a bit out of the puller. I miss being a cleric, you know. If anybody's familiar with my channel, I'm usually Sendrith the cleric. I miss that because people were extra kind to clerics. They are not so kind to pullers, apparently. Because I'm getting chewed out for not pulling fast enough when I think I'm doing a decent job. You know, I don't think I'm doing that bad. Healer is at 40% mana. Is that the healer? Pumbus. He looks like a healer. Wow, this is this is intense, to say the least. Intense. Wait, this guy is not... I don't want to try to pull him because who knows what path he takes to come up here. You know, I don't want to cause trouble. Having him train around and train the group, you know. Looks like this guy's still... This guy who I replaced is still running around the zone. Is he trying to solo? Is he like, screw this group XP? Is that what's going on? Wow, okay. Anyway, you see how this is going. It's intense. It's intense. I'll keep recording. I figure an hour is about good. Healer's getting a little low on HP. I'm gonna send this troll guy another tell and ask if he wants back in. I hope so. Apparently no, he has to go to work. So I'm stuck doing this thing here. I don't even know what camp this is. I don't know what the camp is called. It's an interesting situation to say the least. But we're getting experience. We've already got 10%. I don't even know how long it's been, but it hasn't been that long. It's, I think, definitely better than solo. We are taking a beating from all these shamans, but we're doing alright as well. Maybe I'll play for like 45 more minutes just to be courteous. I'll keep an eye out for who's LFG. And I'll ask, what's this camp called? So that way I know. Firepot. Okay, so I'm at Firepot right now. Oh, there we go. There's the one that was rooted. Wow, this is intense, man. Tanking and pulling again. Trying to take these guys out. Barely alive. .44% HP. Barely hanging in there. But hanging in there. All the same. Oh, there's someone else here. So I'm a bit underleveled, I believe. I con the other people in the group. They're mostly yellow with a white, I think. Nothing lower than me, and I'm the tank, so. And am a ranger, so I'm probably the most underwhelming tank that you could possibly have in this particular situation. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, though, apparently sometimes. So the healer's low on mana, so that seems like a good time for some lootage. Lots of pages dropping. And meat, let me collect it all. Clear some corpses out here. He's got 20 mana, but let's just take a look in the immediate vicinity and see if there's nothing, you know, immediately available here. Okay, Frogluck Shaman. Let's throw him a snare. That way we can see if it's a single pull, and it is. Hit him with an arrow. Just keep it coming, I guess, and then maybe do like another 30 minutes. Just because I just joined the group, it would be really awkward to join the group and then leave. Really, I feel like leaving right now. I'm getting tired, and I feel my wife getting angry. But, we've already accepted the invite, so once you go that far, you might as well... You gotta at least put in 30 or 45 minutes, right? You know what I mean? So it seems to me. Quick bio break is what I'm gonna say. Pause the video as well. Okay, we are back. And we will resume polling, but I'm gonna finish this video up quite soon here. There's not much that's gonna change here. It's just gonna be polling and killing of frogs. This was a hard video, a hard time video, and I know it seems like perhaps I'm putting... I mean, I shouldn't say I know it seems like, I should say part of me felt like I'm putting out videos too fast, you know, like, but the way I see it is, I want, as a consumer, I want more content. And for example, I watch Classic EverQuest, his channel, and the videos are like once a week or once even less than that, I think. And I'm doing stuff during the day, but when I'm walking between work and home, or I'm doing the dishes, I like to flip on a video, and there's nothing more I like to see than an EverQuest video. Besides that, I watch some Texas Hold'em poker, you know, learning videos, but EverQuest videos are far and away my favorite. Unfortunately, they're very rare. So I thought, even though it seems like I'm putting out a video every other day or every 3 days, even that might not be enough to really satisfy, you know, myself, and God knows other people, right? Look at this guy. I've got an asshole in the group, Bonner. Let's see. Who asked me if there wasn't enough mobs? I feel like it was Bonner. Like, if I told him I was AFK for a bio break, and then he's like, "Are we still killing?" It's like, yeah, we are, dude. You're back gonna invis Migok, gonna drop group. Anyway, what can I do? There's always those guys who are like, "Oh, things aren't going as optimally as they could," you know? And it's like, dude, I went out tonight with some coworkers, drank some gin and tonics, It's 3:30 a.m. for me after, again, the things I just mentioned. Like, you know, there's only so much that I can do. Like, I'm definitely dragging a bit. So, this whole video has been a corpse run mixed with a group with an anal retentive min-maxer. It's the way I feel. Who's like willing, if there's a slight delay in the polls, to make comments about it. It's like, really? So this whole video is a little down, but at least I'm getting the experience. Yay! But anyway, I think I'm gonna end the recording here. I don't see anything much happening. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully another Upper Guck video with a more upbeat, positive group. Peace and love.